Good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this evening and for our CLERF and KidSight USA Pediatric Vision Screening Program update. Usually in a pre-COVID-19 world, a member of the Connecticut Lions Eye Research Foundation, or better known as CLERF, Speakers Bureau, would normally visit your Lions Club in person. However, that will not be the case in this Lions year. So we have decided to reach each of our Lions clubs in District 23C through this visual or virtual meeting presentation via Zoom. With many clubs in our district already meeting virtually, we felt it easier to reach all of our Lions clubs in this manner. Tonight, we, Past District Governor Bill Allen and I, as co-chairpersons of the CLERF Speakers Bureau, will familiarize you a little bit more with the history of CLERF, how it benefits our communities, where your donations fit in, and the KidSight USA Pediatric Vision Screening Program. Also, with us, we have a guest from District 23B, Past District Governor Dan Whitty. He will briefly update us on the Lions of Connecticut Adult Vision Screening Program. What is CLERF? The acronym CLERF stands for Connecticut Lions Eye Research Foundation, and it is dedicated to provide funding to eye research projects that are performed at the universities in Connecticut. A part of these funds assists clinical work throughout the state of Connecticut. These eye research projects benefit both Connecticut and the entire human population of our small planet. The Connecticut Lions Eye Research Foundation has had a magnificent history, providing funds that have allowed scientists to continue to work so that one day, together, we will find a cure for all forms of preventable blindness at the universities in Connecticut. And now I'd like to introduce Past District Governor Bill Allen from the Niantic Lions Club, who will bring you up to date on the history of CLERF. Past District Governor Bill.
Thank you, Nanette. The Lions Eye Research Foundation was established in 1956. We started with 100 square feet of office space at Yale. To give you an idea, 100 square feet is a 10 by 10 room. We became aware that millions of dollars were spent on treatment for the blind and visually impaired, but less than 1% of that went to research. The foundation is now approaching its 65th year, and it's the only project that is supported by all 3 districts in the state of Connecticut. It was established to encourage and support research into finding ways to treat all forms of preventable blindness, and has had some major impacts around the world. Yale developed a vaccine that has all but eradicated river blindness in some of the African countries within a short period of 10 years. Since its inception, the foundation has awarded grants of more than $7 million to Yale, UConn Health Center, and 30 other organizations, research establishments in the state of Connecticut. This is made possible by the hard work and the generosity of clubs such as yours, which has over the years donated annually to the foundation.
Thank you. Knights of the Blind. In 1925, the Lions Club's International Annual Convention, Helen Keller was their guest speaker. Through her interpreter, Miss Keller challenged the Lions to constitute themselves as Knights of the Blind in the crusade against darkness. Up until 1991, CLERF had been relying on the annual club donations and proceeds from the annual Sight Savers Day to bring in all of its money. However, more money was needed to fund research projects. So CLERF borrowed the concept from LCIF when it formed the Knights of the Blind program. If you or your Lions Club donates $1,000 to the Knights of the Blind program, the person in whose name the bequest or the donation is made will receive a Knights of the Blind plaque, along with a pin to wear proudly. And what else, Lion Bill?
In addition, if a donation is made in the amount of $2,500, the honoree would be made a Ruby Knight and receive a ruby jewel in their pin. For $5,000, they'd receive an Emerald Knight. And to receive an Emerald Jewel, and for $7,500, they'd receive a Sapphire Knight. And for $10,000, they'd receive a Diamond Knight.
Wow.
A donation.
I will say that there is a donation form that was attached to the original notification that we sent out. If your club intends on making a donation, just make copies of the form and send it to the designated address at the bottom of the form. And we thank you for that. I will let you know that we have a record with us as to how much has been donated by each club thus far. If you'd like that information, we ask that you notify either one of us via email, and I will give you that email later. Thank you so much. Lion Bill?
Yes, in 2010, the foundation set out to raise funds to help Yale finance and develop a pediatric eye care center. Our goal was to raise $1 million. In the course of just a few years, the Lions of Connecticut have donated $675,000 to our project, Vision for the Future, enabling Yale to establish their own pediatric eye care center. Prior to this, children required special treatment for such things as cancer of the eye had to go out of state to receive care that was needed. There was nothing in our state. From our collaboration with the doctors at Yale, at our pediatric eye center, we learned that the sooner a child's eyesight problems are diagnosed, the better the chance of them to receiving successful treatment. In 2011, the foundation purchased a spot pediatric scanner and conducted a pilot program in Thompson, screening 90 children. 6 additional scanners were purchased, each district receiving 2 devices. The program was introduced into nurseries and preschools, and over the years has been introduced to school districts. The program is gaining popularity to the extent that our limited resources became increasingly sought after and really stretched. As a result of the ever-growing demands, the foundation applied to LCIF for a grant to purchase more screening equipment. At the foundation's 60th anniversary, our foundation president, our own PDG, Keith Lemire, at the time, he applied for a CLERF grant, a LCF grant. And so we announced at that meeting that we were awarded a $100,000 grant. Now that left us to raise the additional $100,000 so that we could purchase the needed Welch Allen spot vision screeners. Once again, the Lions of Connecticut stepped up to the challenge and diligently raised $100,000, enabling the foundation to purchase an additional 24 screeners and the associated equipment. This established the Lions of Connecticut as a Welch Allen spot vision screener center. We can screen children from ages 6 months to 6 years old, enabling our KidSight USA program to reach more children in our communities.
Thank you. As you can see on the screen, we're screening children from 6 months to 6 years. And we've also expanded that program to reach children in the elementary school levels. So what is KidSight USA? Lions KidSight USA Foundation is saving kids' sight. 25 million kids need you, so get involved today. I'm going to ask you about getting involved with that a little bit later. Thank you. So what is KidSight USA? The Lions KidSight USA Foundation is a nationwide program to safeguard the vision of children, concentrating on kids from the age of 6 months through 6 years, but screening through grade 12 where possible. According to educational experts, 80% of the learning is visual. So if a child can't see well, he or she can't learn well. Yet most young children don't get their vision screened until they have problems learning or paying attention in school. By then, it may already be too late. Unless vision problems are detected early and corrected, they risk becoming permanent by age 7. Lions in the USA have already screened over 1.5 million children per year through statewide and local programs, often known as KidSight. The Lions KidSight USA is a national coalition that brings together Lions programs that screen preschool and school-age kids in order to create a coordinated national program with a strong Lions Club's identity. Our mission is to ensure eye screening and follow-up care is given to all kids because every child deserves to learn and see the world clearly. To do this, we will work with Lions to increase the number of screening programs around the country in order to reach more children when it is possible and where it is needed. Lions in the USA have been trained on the use of the Welch Allen spot vision screeners, as PDG Bill Allen mentioned earlier. This is what it looks like. Actually, it looks like something you may be familiar with, like the Viewmaster when we were kids that we played around with. It's that easy to use. They are user-friendly, easy to learn how to use. We have a team of screeners that can train you on how to use this equipment. We are also training school nurses on how to use the equipment because of the day and the time we live in with the COVID. We're taking a lot of precautions regarding the health of our children in schools. So if you want to know more about the KidSight USA screening program, you can request information via email at my email address. It's listed right there on the screen. I'll leave that up for a second. I will tell you right now that we have in our district, as of today, we have screened over 3,800 children. And this is a wonderful thing because in the past, obviously, in a pre-COVID world, we were able to get in the schools on a regular basis, which we haven't been able to do because of COVID. However, we are having schools open up to us in the last few months, and hopefully within the next few months, we'll have a lot more opening up and trusting us to come into the schools. We do have a number of people that have already been trained, the Lions that have already been trained besides the nurses, to use the KidSight USA screening equipment. And I do know that we have some of them that have joined us tonight. I know there was Lion Lynn, I saw her, Lion Rollins on my team. And I say my team, it's our team here in District 23C. We have, and I thank you very much, Lion Lynn, and thank you very much, Lion Roland. And I see Lion Terry as well. She's one of our screeners, I should say, Region Chair Terry. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm not sure if Bonita is trained on that yet, but we're willing to train as many as possible. I see we have Dr. Joel Zuckerbraun with us too. I'm sure that he can be a testament to the screening equipment. It has really been a godsend for our children in our schools because lions do make a difference. So let me go on here. I'm going to ask Lion Bill to tell us a little bit more about the KidSight program.
Well, now that the KidSight program is well established, our foundation is going to start reverting its focus back to research. 2 years ago, the Yukon Health Center applied for a grant to aid their molecular ophthalmic genetics laboratory to conduct research into adult onset primary open angle glaucoma, which is a mouthful, but it's an issue that affects over 33 million people worldwide. Please note that glaucoma is the second leading cause of blindness in the world. This is according to the World Health Organization. At the time the application was received, the foundation could offer only a grant of $10,000. At a recent Midwinter conference, the foundation president was able to present a check for $90,000 to the Yukon Health Center to satisfy their request. In recognition of our long-standing relationship, Yukon Health was proud to dedicate the ophthalmology waiting area at their new outpatient pavilion to CLERF. From our humble beginnings, providing the funding to start Yale Eye Center and a 100-square-foot laboratory with one doctor and one technician, the foundation has continued to provide seed money, and it's grown a state-of-the-art facility with 3 centers with an excellence of 10,000 square feet, providing laboratory and patient treatment areas with the staff of more than 40 world-respected doctors, researchers, and technicians. With the continued support at Yukon, the Lions are acknowledged at both these centers as a foundation with vision, which is our mission. We thank each and every Lion of Connecticut for the support of this foundation and our many programs. This foundation should serve pride to each and every Lion that it has served. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Governor Bill. At this time, I'd like to introduce to all of you Past District Governor Dan Whitty from District 23B, who will give us a little bit more information on the Lions Adult Vision Screening Program. And also, I have to say that he's more so a pro at the Lions KidSight USA program, and he may be able to shed some information about that as well. So I'm going to ask Past District Governor Dan Whitty if you would share with us your knowledge of the Lions Adult Vision Screening Program and anything that you want to share about the Lions KidSight USA program. Thank you so much.
Good evening. The adult screening program, which we call the Lions Eye Healthcare Program, or LEAP, it's basically an adult screening. It's not looking for the same things that the KidSight program does. It's looking for signs of glaucoma, signs of macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, and a number of other issues. It's basically an adult screening program, mostly older adults, let's say 50 years old and older. We usually do them at senior centers. What we try to do is to have the senior center make appointments 3 every 15 minutes. It takes roughly 4 Lions to run this. One uses a simple eye chart. One uses the camera with the eye doctor. We always have an eye doctor, and I'll explain that in a second. Then we also have another device that looks for glaucoma. Okay, sometimes we have a tone of pen type of device that taps the eye, which the eye doctor does. So there's a bunch of things that we're using. Generally, a number of the experienced lions can understand what we're looking for and actually see it, but he'll usually refer to the doctor to say that this is what we're looking at in this screening, and he'll either agree or explain why it's a little bit different than other cases, because a lot of these issues do not look the same, every time you see it. Okay. And basically, again, like the KidSight program, the result is a referral to a real eye examination with an optometrist or ophthalmologist, depending upon the case. So it's a step in the right direction. But we haven't done any of these for now almost a year and a half, and it's kind of sad that we're not able to do it yet. We still will be, we do this at the VA stand down. We do this at the Connecticut Special Olympics in the Healthy Athletes program, in what we call the Opening Eyes program. And a number of doctors help us in that one. It's just amazing how many doctors will show up, and mostly optometrists, but every once in a while, hey, there's an ophthalmologist. Holy moly. And so that's really an amazing program, because we also make the glasses right there for our athletes. It's an amazing program, and I can't wait till we get to do it again. The equipment, though, we have is heavy. It's bulky, hard to work with. We are looking at a handheld camera that it's just a little bit bigger than the Spot, but is actually looking into the eye to see the retina, just like the big camera that we have does. It's really an amazing camera. I've seen it a couple of times, meeting with the representatives of Welch Allen and their marketing people. And in fact, we did help another Connecticut organization to get some funding toward doing some of this screening in clinics, just to see how this whole thing worked. And it was extremely successful until the COVID thing happened. And then very briefly with the KidSight program, today, me and a couple of lions using 2-spot screeners, I was in Norfolk, Connecticut. They didn't have any snow. Can you believe it? We screened about 180 kids today, and we use a different method than we usually do. Instead of having the kids line up in the hallway waiting for us, we went in the hallway and we called one child at a time into the hallway to be screened real quick, and they went back into class and the next kid came out. So we were able to bang them out real quick. And then when we had screened a number of the classrooms, we then went to the library to print everything out. So we kind of we did it in a different way that was pretty quick. We had 4 lions, one to call the person in, and another one that actually was ready to take the screening quickly. So it eliminated contact completely. We did not give out stickers. We didn't spend time with any of the children. It was just like in and out quick. And that worked out well. In Terryville a few months ago, we did loan a spot screener and printer and stuff to a school nurse, who was very thankful for that opportunity. But that isn't the most necessary thing to do now that most of us have had the vaccine, or many of us have. So we are starting to make progress with the KidSight program through this pandemic. So things are making real good progress. I have another screening on Monday in Thompson in a similar manner, and steer things in the right direction and avoid close contact. So was there anything else I was going to add to this?
Is that, well, we're gonna entertain some questions, and we're gonna ask now, you can unmute yourselves if you want to ask a question.
Wave your hand.
Please raise your hand.
Show everybody on the screen if you want.
Okay, Terry? You can unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you. PDG Dan, is there any hope of us getting the camera for the adult Welsh Allen camera in the next 5 years or so? What's the future for that for Connecticut Lions?
Well, once we have a good idea is when we can actually start doing some adult screenings, we'll buy it immediately. We have the money in the bank to get it. So it's high on our list. In fact, we were about to buy it when the pandemic happened. So it's crazy.
Anyone else? Okay, let me just add something here before, and we do have a few more minutes. So let me just add something here. I do have a list of the CLERF Night of the Blind Club account balances. If anyone there or anyone on this call would like me to send you the balance in your account, the balance is as of August 1st, 2020. I don't have anything more up to date than that unless Passenger Governor Dan, if you have anything up to date, more up to date than that, or should I ask Lion Sandy? But right now I can tell you what's in the account. I know that I do have a list of the donations that have been recently made, so that I'll factor that in with the balance that I have as of August 1st, 2020. So if you have recently made a donation to your to the CLERF, which goes into your Night of the Blind Club account, I will give you that balance. But please email me. Again, let me put that back up, my email address. Just one moment, please.
Nanette, I think Bill Martin was raising his hand.
Say it again.
Bill Martin was raising his hand. He had a question, but he's muted.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I thought you were going to take some club names, but I will email you to get the information. Thank you.
You get that,
Okay.
Nanette?
Lion Joel,
Yes.
is your hand up?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let me just, before we, okay, let me just go back to, there is my email address. If you need it, lionnanette@yahoo.com. I'll be more than happy to let you know what I have up to date regarding the balance of August 1st and anything that you've made since that time. It's as close as I can get to the amount of donations that you've made, your club has made. And Region Chair Bill, could you tell me what that was? What was your question before?
Unmute him.
I'm going to email you to get my club's account.
Okay, very good. I will do that. I mean, I'll give you the information. Okay, anyone else? Lion George? No? Okay.
Ned, I see you got 4 chats down the bottom.
Okay, we have some chats. All right, just one moment. Let me get out of this.
On my screen.
I gotta get out of this stop share and get to chat. Okay. So we have Lion Roland, can a club president make gradual payments for Knights of the Blind Award? Yes, you certainly can. Any amount is welcome. I just want to remind people that The initial cost for presenting a Night of the Blind to a fellow Lion or someone in your community is $1,000. It starts with $1,000 donation. So yes, I see Passenger Governor Dan already said a personal or club donation can be made in smaller payments, definitely. Let's see. Okay. Any other questions? We still have a few minutes. And while we're waiting for any other questions, I just want to say thank you very much for taking the time to come in this evening on this Zoom call. We have a few more minutes left, and I want to say that I really do appreciate your time. I know that you could be doing other things, and we all have meetings every time you turn around. I believe me, I know that I've become an expert at Zoom, even the teaching perspective. But I want to thank my partner in crime, Passenger Governor Bill. We've been on the phone a few times with this and did our little rehearsal, and I'll tell you, it went very smoothly. We have had one opportunity so far to reach out in person, and that was with the Ledyard Lions Club back in February. And it was wonderful, and everybody was doing the right thing about being socially distanced. And we did appreciate the fact that they invited us to be able to speak in person. If you or your club or any clubs in your zone or your region, this goes out to region chairs and zone chairs. If you know of any clubs that would like for us to present this either via Zoom or in person, please email me and let me know that. We will do our best to set up the schedule accordingly. We know that people are busy with their club meetings right now, especially during this time for elections. So we don't want to interfere with any of that. I know that there are many clubs that I've even heard from myself said that they couldn't make this particular Zoom meeting tonight, and I respect that because I know that the election of officers is much more important right now. So, Passenger Governor Bill, have you anything to add?
No, I'm available to. I have my shots, so I'm good.
Yeah, good. Both of them.
So yeah.
Yes, I had both doses myself, so I'm a card-carrying COVID-19 vaccinated person, and I have to say that my second dose just happened to be administered by my wonderful club president, Lion Nancy McDonald. And Lion Nancy, I have to tell you, and she said to me, I said to her, thank you very much. And she said to me on my way out, you might not be thanking me tomorrow, Nanette. And I want to tell you, Nancy, it was uneventful. The only thing I had was a sore shoulder, and you can unmute yourself. Everybody else unmute. I don't have you muted. And I want to say that I never appreciated a nurse so much as I did that day, because I saw how busy that school was administering those vaccines. And my father always wanted me to be a nurse, and I said there was no way I couldn't do that. So kudos to you, Lion Nancy, and anybody else out there that's a nurse or in the medical profession. I really do appreciate you. And honestly, I didn't even feel that needle go in my arm. She was so quick, and maybe that's what did it. But thank you so much. Oh, wait, we have 5 more minutes. Is there anyone else? Please speak up. We'll be more than happy to, yes, Lion Bill?
Hey, I want to thank the past district governors for putting this on. This is very nice. Thank you.
Glad to do it.
Yeah, wonderful.
Again, if you want us in person, we're available.
Yes, we are. Either one of us or both of us, whichever you prefer. Of course, I have to tell you, this is my other Bill here.
It's
so we're And because my husband and I know my husband's Bill. Most of you know that. Okay, so I'm going to go through every one of the participants tonight. Past District Governor Dan, is there anything you want to add?
No, I'm pretty much all set. Thanks.
Okay.
Well, you can get certified, learn about the KidSight program through our certification program. If you're interested, just let me know.
Okay, great. Region Chair Bill Martin, you're good. Anything else? No. Lion Joel.
No, thank you very much. It was very
Okay.
important. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in and participating, Region Chair Bill and Lion Joel the same, and Region Chair Terry. Anything to add?
I'll be at Memorial Elementary School in East Hampton tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. sharp
Yay!
for KidSight screening. Yay!
Oh, good. And you have that information for me for Roland, right? You have that. Good. All right.
Yes,
Excellent.
it's on your flash drive that you.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
Yep.
That KidSight USA program is alive and well in District 23 state. Thank you very much. Lion George Finlayson, anything to add?
Just say thank you. You guys did an excellent job.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
George.
that and your time spent with us tonight. Lion Lynn, there's one of my screeners right there. I love her.
Yes, thank you. This was really helpful, having just started with the KidSight screenings, to hear the history and everything. So thank you very much for tonight.
You're very welcome, and thank you for participating. Zone Chair Denise.
Excellent presentation. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Region Chair Greg.
I'm going to send you an email for a list. Could you give me all my clubs
Yeah,
so I
just
could
give me-
give them out to them?
Yes.
Yeah, just give me the
Okay.
list.
If
Yeah,
you would
send me
do
the list.
that, and then, yes, and it was very good. It was a very nice meeting, a lot of information.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Just send me the list like Bill Martin is going to do, and I will get that information to you.
Very
Lion
good.
Nancy. Okay, thank you. And thanks for joining us. Lion Nancy.
Nope, no questions. Good job, you guys.
Okay, thank you very much. Lion Bonita.
No, thank you for all the information, though.
Okay. And again, and thank you very much for joining us. And again, let me just say, if there's anyone out there that would like to be trained on this equipment, it is easy peasy, believe me. It's wonderful. And just being in the presence of children, it just does my heart good, because as most of you know, I'm an educator. Well, I should say a retired educator, but I've been doing a lot of subbing lately. And I spoke to the nurse that at the school that I was subbing at yesterday, and she's going to get back to me right away. She has to talk. She's with the Visiting Nurses Association, and she's going to talk to her supervisor to see if we can not only get into the school where I was yesterday, but the schools throughout Groton. I've been trying and trying, and I don't know what happened there. We did have it in at one time, but something, I don't know, somebody retired or what happened, but nonetheless, it is now 7:15, and this is what we wanted to do, is end at 7:15 and give you a 45-minute session. So I thank you all. If you do have any questions, please email me, and I appreciate your time, and I want to say good night to everyone. Thank you so much.
Good night, Nanette.
Good night.
Good night.